Hola, bienvenidos un día más. Seguimos con la serie Vampyr. A ver qué nos depara. Pero de momento vamos a ir a West End, otro distrito nuevo, que todavía... Bueno, hemos pisado aquí en la zona sur, pero toda esta zona es nueva y vamos a presentarnos ante el Club Escalón, que nos reclaman, y puede estar interesante este acto. A ver qué tal.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
No hace falta que se lo digas, que ya se lo he dicho yo. Por aquí parece que está cerrado. Por aquí arriba, la zona de la plaza. A ver si tenemos alguna misión por aquí. Nada, de momento nos centraremos en la historia y para la próxima haré un capítulo exclusivo de misiones secundarias antes de pasarnos la final, porque no creo que tenga más de 3 actos, aunque puede que me equivoque y el juego sea muy largo. Vale, ya se están pegando ahí. Por lo que he visto es otro vampiro. Sí, he acabado con él. Pero espero que no acabe con nosotros. Es nivel 24, ¿eh? Y nosotros nivel 20. Estaba a punto. Vale. Repongámonos un poquito. Ya estamos otra vez en marcha. Los vampiros son bastante complicados. Por lo que estoy viendo, el segundo que encontramos y es muy difícil vencerlos. Hay que estar muy atento a lo que te hacen. Cualquier ataque no contraatacado puede suponer el fin. Un segundito. Comprobar una cosa. Vale. Vamos a seguir. Creo que hay que dar la vuelta así un poco más adelante y ya podremos girar a mano izquierda. Por aquí no. Por aquí nos tienen bloqueados también. Bestias grandes, nivel 26. Nos van a pedir estar concentrados. Hay gente también que quería morder de la parte de Whitechapel. Pero bueno, vamos a esperar un poquito antes de hacerlo. Okay, bueno, igual por aquí a la derecha se llega enseguida. Vamos a ver. Whitechapel. Es este señor. Es que necesita curarse. Camelia, 5000 de experiencia.
Recognize it? No. This one ain't on our list. Well, that's one less anyway. It'll make McCullum happy.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. It's locked, all right.
Nivel 28,
Step away,
No es
sir.
ninguna broma.
Oh! I'm talking to you, you twat! Look at it! This is bugger!
En principio por ahí delante sí que podemos girar ya a mano izquierda. Y por aquí se accede a Whitechapel. Que antes esta puerta estaba cerrada, pero ahora ya la tenemos abierta. ¿Verdad? Sí. Sí que está abierta. Pues lo que voy a hacer es acercarme y darle medicina a la gente de Whitechapel. Porque muchos lo necesitan. Vamos a ir con esta visión. Y así que mejora un poco el estado del distrito. Y la neuralgia. Creo que para eso tenemos.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
Este es el que estaría bien comerse. Porque es un poco... se lo merece. Vamos a dejarlo ahí. Disparó a su hijo y bastante, pero es que por 320 no vale la pena, así que vamos a intentar curarlo.
You don't seem...
I always feel it.
Oh, no tenemos tratamiento para la neuralgia.
I will see you.
Nada.
A gun out.
¿Qué es lo que tenemos? Agotamiento, resfriado, sepsis... bronquitis, neumonía, pero este no. No sé si comérmelo, aunque sea por...
Good evening, my
Esta se había puesto enferma también, sí.
dear colleague.
I'd like to see what...
Bueno, nos va a venir bien. Codeína. Pegamento de potasio también nos interesa. El resto creo que teníamos de todo.
Good evening.
You look ill. Well,
Thank you.
Curada.
goodbye, Miss...
A ver. ¿A quién más podemos acercarnos?
Good evening, Miss...
I got up.
How do you...
I would not.
Yes.
He said I don't.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
I heard what...
Everything.
I regret it too.
So you put an end to the operation.
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir.
I could ask you a lot of...
Ask any questions, Mr. Petrescu.
No, Mr. Doctor. I will keep my mouth.
Por este me dan 2000. Y podría chivarse. Es lo único que puede chivarse. Tratamiento para la neumonía. Que de eso no sé si tenemos. Sí, sí tenemos. Vale. Xiaoxun. Esto no me acuerdo exactamente dónde estaba. cerca de la iglesia, creo. No hemos podido. Vale, estos sí que están cerca de la iglesia todos.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrel.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for...
Fancy buying something?
You never lose. Do you need help?
To be honest,
I don't. Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
fancy buying.
You never. Right then.
Muy caro todo.
Fancy buying.
You never. How are the...
When there's more people outside at night than during the day, then you've got to start to worry.
Goodbye.
Creo que ya no nos queda.
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been wretched. Don't let your guard down, sir.
Creo que ya no queda más solución.
You again? What do you want this time?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
As you wish. Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
A ver, mira, justo aquí hay una escondita. Creo que es allá arriba. Tártaro ferroso necesitamos, a ver, agotamiento, esto sí que podemos hacer. Tártaro ferroso y esencia de clavo. Esto es lo que más necesitamos. Tártaro ferroso y esencia de clavo. Si veo a la chica de la tienda, le compro. Y casi... No, me voy a dormir porque cuando duerme pasa la noche y es cuando la gente enferma. Vamos a arreglarlo un poquito todo antes.
You again?
Can I offer you?
Keep your medicine.
There is a... All right. Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
2400, Y este pertenece a la banda y tenemos ya nivel 3 para llevárnoslo. Yo a ese me lo llevaba.
Please, I don't have your money.
There is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Good evening.
It's for
Don't you fear...
faith.
No...
Blessed be your
Have you...
No,
Where did you...
I sent Samuel to the stone
You sent him on some preaching crusade during...
as a true believer. Samuel.
Tell me the reason why you despise Joseph Larrabee so much, Tobias.
A faithless shepherd is the worst criminal, for he leads his flock to the abyss by disregarding the right path. God smote this man, for he doubted.
I only met him briefly, but he seemed a dedicated man who tried to provide guidance.
Do you not believe in punishment, my son? I am not talking about the law of men. I am talking about judgment from heaven.
I believe that we are...
Armageddon is upon us, Dr.
I have had enough for tonight.
Pay me a bottle. Don't be shy, handsome.
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But
Una
I'd like to
prostituta.
ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
How...
When I think about all...
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Consider...
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right?
You can put your own life in danger, that's...
And you think that would worry me? If you knew them...
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Tell me about it.
Are you joking with me?
I have no interest in your work.
Short story. The war?
I'm sure you could have found...
And when exactly was the last time you looked for it?
Do you need any...
It depends.
I am shocked that you would...
Forgive my suspicion.
Vale. Ya está curada. A ver quién más.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Nos estamos alejando mucho de la misión. A ver. Estado crítico. Estado estable. Estado sano. Y el nuevo es estable. Vamos a intentar curar alguna más de camino. Porque de camino de vuelta para allá. Voy a bajar por aquí, por la izquierda. Y a ver si me encuentro a alguien más. No, pues dudo que por aquí haya nadie. Entonces tiene que ser para atrás.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe?
No, aquí tampoco hay nadie. Estos son scans. Vale, pues vamos. Este es el de la neuralgia. A ver si le podemos comprar un poco de lo que nos falta.
Good evening.
I'd like to see what...
Tártaro ferroso era una de las cosas. Compramos todo. Y el resto no nos dan.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Aquí es donde vivía el médico.
Not a good place for a stroll. Last warning, sir! Over there! There's one of them burning!
No puedo subir ahí arriba. Pues nada, si no puedo, me alejaré. Alguien pedía ayuda. Solo que alguien pedía ayuda. Pero no sé dónde está. Eso aquí dentro. Y eso es... volviendo por aquí... Bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa allá. Faltado poco. Vamos a ayudar a esta.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura.
Ya hablaremos con él más adelante. De momento lo hemos salvado. Ya está, ¿no? Este era el que pedía ayuda. Vamos a asomarnos a la mansión Reed. ¿Es por ahí? Creo que sí. No, teníamos muy poquita vida. Me he arriesgado mucho para hacer eso. Uf, ha reventado. No, no, no. Menudo combo nos habían hecho. Estaba cerca otra vez. Pero bueno, hemos salido airoso. La mansión Reed es la nuestra. En principio está aquí. A ver, vamos a entrar. Si se puede. Tiene pinta de que sí se puede. ¿No? Pero desde este lado se ve que no. Se entrará desde el otro. Mira, aquí sí que hay una entrada. En esta cama podemos descansar. ¿O por qué brilla tanto? Si no me sale de descansar. Ahora. Se ve que tenía que coger antes los chelines. ¿Estará la madre aquí?
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
Spending next summer in France. Absolutely. Why not?
Una misión relacionada con el protagonista. Una misión secundaria. Vale. Parece que ya lo hemos cogido todo. Mira la madre.
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place.
It was just a bad...
A nightmare, yes.
Mother, do you know what...
Not really.
What do you mean?
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes...
Esto está fatal.
Do you need...
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan.
I'll stay as long as I can.
Just one thing. Stop staring at me.
Are you working...
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my...
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent...
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous?
She's not famous, and her name is of no...
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to...
Mira, le cae bien. Vale.
Father seems to have left...
No, Johnny. But your father always loved...
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer.
I was proud too.
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next...
Could Father have conceived some sort of...
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you?
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front?
But Mary really...
Yes. And are you not dead too?
But I'm not dead, Mother.
Está loca, lo sabe y seguro
I'm
lo
really
gusta.
here. Talking.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you.
Por lo menos sabe que estamos muertos. Vale. Pues ya está.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to...
Y está sano.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
El sirviente.
Good evening.
Mr. Jonathan?
I know, Avery.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the
How is...
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed...
The police?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she...
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for them.
What is the situation?
For a time, the West End...
Have you no relatives anywhere?
Your father managed to guarantee my earning.
I'm sorry.
Your mother was strong, sir.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry. I simply couldn't...
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan.
Tell me the truth, Avery.
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And
this house is dead, Avery.
If only you could have been here sooner or...
Considering the recent tragedies in this...
Then I will stay. All I ask...
Do you really think...
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say.
I know you work hard to help the sick. But what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here, and I have...
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits...
I found an old letter written by my...
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 30...
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reed was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Uy, uy, uy. Que va a ser verdad que el que nos transformó es nuestro padre.
Goodbye, Avery.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
Vale, vamos a... Ya ha llegado el momento de ir al club escalando. Eso está Con la izquierda. Ahí enfrente.
Where shall I eat tonight?
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected. Good evening, sir. Please...
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a...
Welcome, Dr. Reed.
What can you...
I recently found the best steak and kidney...
Fine.
Oh, I have many...
I must...
Really? Well, I'm always...
How is this?
Life is...
Are you not...
Oh, I'm sure you're...
I'm afraid the newspapers are...
Well, that's new...
Is it not?
On the contrary, it is...
But what
Los
about the
periódicos están
epidemic?
comprados por
The
la
bombs,
asociación
the
esta,
raids,
por el Club Ascalon.
all the rat...
Please, sir.
So you...
Oh, I also... I'm afraid the...
London...
I use that...
Vale. A ver,
I
el que
may have a
tiene...
look.
Igual tiene... Mira, tiene quinina. Ah, tiene bastantes cosas. Esencia de clavo. Esta no le hace falta. Carete, pero no le hace falta. Tártaro ferroso. Este también me voy a comprar barras. Vale. Uf, solo me quedo con 100. Ya venderemos cositas.
Women's right to vote is only the first step. Support the equality between men and women.
Vamos a presentarnos en el Club Ascalon. A ver qué nos dice.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Vale, hemos entrado. Que tienen a gente que se van
There has been quite a battle here.
zampando.
Welcome to the Ascalon.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Mira la escabechina han hecho. La llave del sótano. puede venir bien luego.
Good evening. We repel the...
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bancher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Queremos ganarnos su confianza. Recuerda mentir. Cuando hablé con ella dijo, sí, recuerdo mentir.
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly...
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I
Please ask.
What is the
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William...
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me...
What does it mean?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Firmarlo con sangre.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End.
Me llama la atención este vampiro viejo. Se convertiría cuando era viejo y es siempre así.
We shall chase these
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel?
I feel perfectly fine.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon...
May I ask who you are, sir? Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beat...
Ah. Vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you not afraid?
Sir, it's for that...
Is not...
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent...
So you...
I have been a member of many clubs in many...
Are you a member?
Yes, I am. And I have been...
What can you...
It's not really my place to give you such information.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider...
What can you tell...
I would not dare speak of our chairman.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson.
A withering London figurehead.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of tradition.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement...
What is...
I am sure...
What do you know?
I should not say this, but I had...
But they are...
They are not...
Would you...
No.
Money cannot...
You're right. Money is nothing, unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate...
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire?
That went well, did it not?
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though...
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young...
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic. And your finding.
You were
Not personally.
Who was?
Fergal Banshire was my squire.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no...
No. He was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial.
Fergal era el tipo ese gris, ¿no?
You do...
Yes.
Will you bear...
Of course.
Ya se lo hemos contado antes.
Do you know...
Not personally.
Does it bother you that I can...
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner work...
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls and...
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the guard of
I have met peaceful...
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Con este puedo hablar, pero con estos no.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
I must admit the Guard of Pre-Wen impressed me. They must have spent
Vale.
years preparing their plan.
Un puñal eficaz. Vale, bajamos un momentito al sótano. ¿Ya está? Solamente era para coger el coleccionable ese. Pues vayan a visitar el sótano más escueta. Y poco útil. aquí tampoco puedo ir. La puerta roja. Vale, y aquí lo dejamos. Hemos salido por la puerta de atrás, sí, en la calle, que da la vuelta a los jardines. Y lo vamos a dejar aquí. En el próximo capítulo investigaremos sobre la insección, hablando con los ciudadanos de West End. Y me imagino que ya iremos a dormir porque tenemos mucho punto de experiencia. Bueno, ha sido un placer, chicos. Hasta la próxima. Buenas noches.